We have a question here from Anna Leskinen. Hello there. I have a 4-year-old quarter horse mare who I'm training to do English, and I've hit a wall. I've been working with her such as lunging, and she will do great for the first 5 to 8 minutes. Then she will get a little attitude. She'll put her head down and start to run. Then she will turn towards me and back up very fast. I don't know what to do. Please help. All right, Anna, very common problem, okay? It's great that you're trying to get your horse to lunge a lot better. That's something very smart to do before you ride. Especially an English horse, it's pretty big with long legs. You want to make sure you're as safe as possible before you get on. I think a lot of times when you lunge a horse, they're telling you what they're going to do before you ride them. So I think it's real good you're trying to get a handle on lunging your horse. Like I said, this is a pretty common problem. A lot of times when a horse is being lunged, you got to make sure that they're telling you the truth, that they're tired and ready to go to work. What Anna's problem is, that first 5 to 8 minutes, our horse is probably acting fairly normal and just kind of cruising around, not really using himself a whole lot. She's probably just letting him warm up. And then when she goes to ask for work, he kind of pulls that attitude and gets kind of belligerent, runs around, maybe he's kicking or jumping around. Then she says he'll stop, turn, and start running back, okay? And that probably usually happens right when she's asking her to try to go forward a little more. When that horse does that, when he stops and looks at you and he runs back, most of the time people pull on the rope and try to keep him from running back, okay? To fix that, what we're gonna do is if he wants to run back, we gotta make that horse change his mind and run back as far as he's gonna run back until he decides to go the direction we want. All right, I have Cisco here. He's pretty scared of just about everything. We never really lunge him. He rides around good, so I don't even know what he's going to do. We'll try to get him to do something bad here. Right here, he's trotting around pretty good going forward. He's not going to really do much like Anna's horse, but we'll kind of simulate him stopping and backing up and facing me and not going forward. So if he turns and faces here, and say he starts running back like that, and what he's telling me right there, when he's running back, is all he's wanting to do is not go forward, okay? Same thing when he's running, he's bucking, he's not wanting to listen and go forward, okay? So if Cisco stopped and turned and he probably, he's running back, okay? He's running back here. I'm not going to be pulling on him, trying to do this to stop him. I'm going to run back after him, kind of chase him here until he heads off on his own there and kind of makes that decision for himself rather than me trying to overpower him. Okay, so we'll send him off here again. And you notice I'm using a rope halter. You can use a web halter with a chain or something if your horse is used to that. Sometimes just a web halter is not enough. This has a little bit more pull on there. So anytime he starts backing up, I'm not going to try to quit him from backing. I'm not going to stop, start again, and go again. I want to make sure that when he goes and backs up, there's no release until he's going the direction I want and going forward. If at any time you stop him and reset, then he's going to learn that backing up is the answer. Okay? We don't want to release our pressure or anything until he goes the direction we want him to go. Now when we're doing this, that horse, like Anna says, he backs up pretty fast, okay? So you obviously got to make sure you're in a safe enclosure. You don't necessarily need to be in a round pen, but if you're in a big arena, make sure the gates are closed, there's no farm implements or anything that the horse can get hurt on. We'll have them booted up, have some wraps on there, because sometimes the horse goes back real fast, they might step on themselves, might even fall down, so you want to make sure to keep them safe of anything else. Also, I want to touch on, always think about it, anything that the horse is doing that you don't want, try to make that the work, okay? So if he wants to run away and back up, we'll just keep making him back up until he doesn't want to do it anymore. We're not going to try to stop him from backing up, because sometimes if that horse is backing really fast like that, and you pull real hard, it might flip him over. I'm not sure how Anna's horse responds to a whole lot of pressure on the head, so you got to be careful. If you just try to overpower him rather than think through the problem, you might have a little bit more trouble.
SmartPak Scan. SmartPaks are the only way to be sure your horse gets the right supplements in the right amounts every day. Say goodbye to missed doses and borrowed scoops, and say hello to a happier, healthier horse.